Hey guys, Tarke here. I want to give my first impressions of Path of Diablo, and also kind of just to give you an idea of where my character is at. Now, I've been playing for a few hours, dicked around. I'm only level 19. I did actually remake my character. I'm playing on hardcore. I'll do a quick Andy run to give you an idea of sort of where I'm at. And I wanted to commit to playing some kind of Amazon. Now, normally, if you play classic Diablo, like unmodded, there aren't that many good Amazon builds. Usually people do like javelin-based stuff because bows are kind of a bit underpowered, and apparently Tarke isn't very good at doors. But part of the features of Path of Diablo has been some like pretty significant changes to the way that certain skills interact. And one of the cool little features they did is they've made arrows like infinite. They say quantity 500, but arrows just infinite. Same with crossbow bolts, which is quite a nice quality of life alongside some balance changes. Now, from what I've read, bowazons, so bow-based Amazon's still kind of weak, but why the hell not? And I'm just sort of messing around with it. Now, one thing which is immediately apparent is the general pace is very different to Path of Exile. It's quite nice playing something which, you know, isn't quite so zoom, gotta go fast. Now, if you watch someone playing like Sorks teleporting everywhere, then okay, yeah, sure, they do emulate that playstyle a little bit. But the very early leveling is pretty enjoyable. Now, what I've come to realize is I remember very little about this game. This is a game that I used to play a lot when I was a kid, and I haven't really played it seriously for many years. And I have that thing which a lot of people have with old games they used to play. They vaguely remember how stuff works. They vaguely remember what they need to do. So I had a few cases where I was clearing Act 1 where I was like, oh, I don't need to read quest text, so I don't need to know where I'm going. I remember roughly where I'm going. And then I, like, managed to completely skip Kane and was like, hang on, I kind of want Kane to get free IDs. Where do I go? Something to do with the stony fields. There's, like, a cave, I think, and lots of, like, random backtracking and whatever. And I did a similar thing clearing through Act 2, which I'm about halfway through so far. And, yeah. So my current setup is just like insert AoE skill. That is my one main complaint when it comes to playing Diablo again, is I forgot just how bad the early levels are for some setups. So the way that the skills work in this game is you have a skill tree, and you can get a point and you spec down it, right? So at level 1 base starting out, you have access to like 2 abilities at the top of each tree. And then depending on the kind of character you want to play, you gotta go spec down through the routes. So I knew I wanted to mess around with bow-based stuff, so nearly all of my points are in bow and crossbow skills, and then passive and magic skills. These are just kind of like passive power-ups. So you can see I've got like 5 ranks in crit strikes, just increase my crit chance. Bunch of ranks in penetrate, just gives me some attack rating. Then like 1 off in dodge, avoid, and evade. This is just like 1 off kind of like evasion-based shenanigans. This is DPS boosting stuff, and these are active skills. Now, I took some advice from Green Dude. He recommended that for a bow-based Amazon with little gear investment, try and do something, mess around with fire skills, and that'll probably do you alright. And then when you get more gear, you can then look into doing something like multi-shot, or basically the usual kind of setup. So that's really what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to be playing some kind of like fire ice-based Amazon to start, and I'll have half my skills in fire-based stuff, half my skills in ice-based stuff, because this game does have immunities. I've never been a massive fan of immunities in Diablo, but it's one of those things of, it's there, you just gotta learn to deal with it. So when I'm dealing with fire immune stuff, I'll use my ice skills, and when I'm dealing with ice immune stuff, I use my fire skills. Pretty straightforward. Now, chug mana pots. Don't actually have any mana pots on my belt, which is mildly annoying. And the skill that I'm currently leveling with is Exploding Arrow. As you can see, there's like a small little AoE around the target. Let's just chug another one of these. There you go. Let's just find Andy and just nail it in the face a few times. There we go. But yeah, it's been pretty enjoyable. Now... Nope. Correct. So much skill. Random saber. And talk to Akara to heal up. Dun 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 dun.
Good day.
Boom. So that is kind of like the very base gameplay for where I'm at. Now, the way this game sort of works, if you've never played Diablo before, it's act-based. You go through the acts, you then cycle through a few difficulties, you go through the difficulties, and then with Path of Diablo, you can then farm maps. So that's like the added endgame they've added, or you do like cow levels, so on and so forth, so on and so forth. When you do each difficulty, you do get to have a free respec of your character. So if you can completely mess up your spec, you can reset it, like when you get to each difficulty. Or you do kind of what I'm doing, where you have like a leveling, like early gear set, you then do a full respec, and then you do into like an end game transitioning thing. TLDR, I'm fucking terrible at Diablo. I didn't realize it'd been such a long time. I've gone a lot of things. But it's really nice to play a game which is a bit slower. It's really nice. And I know it does speed up more as you get into the later stuff. You have a fully fleshed out character. But it's nice. It's nice. I'm enjoying it, and do expect to see more updates going forward. If you do have any like suggestions for tips on how to make my Amazon feel kind of less shitty, then please do let me know. And if you manage to pick up any OP bows, hit me up and I will buy that shit off you. I'm Tarke. Have a good day. Bye-bye.